Welcome back to episode 2 of Boston Brothers. Today we have a special guest. We got Boston brother number 3, actually. We'll say you're number 3 for now. But this is Tyler. This is our stepbrother.
Honored to be here.
He's a special guest. You might see him regularly because he adds a lot of value to the team. But he only adds a lot of NFL value. He's kind of a bot when it comes to NBA.
Big bot.
Casual LeBron fan, but...
And, of course, we got Louis over there.
I'm here. I'm ready.
The second brother. I'm first.
The better brother.
I'm first just because of age, right? I get grandfathered in.
If we think about episode 1, I introed it. So I was first then. You're first now, but I'm just first.
Well, I guess we'll have them say who did a better intro.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed episode 1. I think we had fun making it.
It was super fun.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
This time we're actually going to have video to go along with our audio, so that's definitely better quality. But so just for timestamp's sake, we did this last episode. We'll do it again. It is currently March 12th. So anything that's happened since March 12th, when you see this, we aren't going to be talking about. Obviously, we can't predict the future. But we're going to talk about anything before March 12th. And specifically, topic number 1 we're going to hop into is NBA officiating.
Yeah, if you guys haven't followed up in the NBA recently, but Ted Van Fleet came out and literally roasted.
Who in God's green earth is Ted Van Fleet? You said
Fred.
You said Ted.
Fred Van Fleet. Guys, I might not even know my NBA. But he came out recently and talked about how poor the officiating was. I don't know what game he was talking about. Was it
against
the Clippers?
If you watch Raptors games, that's
I think it was a game against the Clippers. I don't actually know what happened, but for him to literally swear at the referees, it must have been bad.
Yeah, he dropped their name post-game too, right?
Yeah, he dropped their name. He said, "I don't care. I'll take the fine."
Ben Taylor was terrible tonight.
It's kind of alpha.
That is kind of alpha.
Gotta respect that.
I mean, the league's not gonna like it. I don't think they usually go real tough on those guys.
Yeah, I just introed with Fred Van Fleet, but we can just talk about NBA officiating as a overall. Like, how do we feel about that? This season, last season,
I'll start.
It's gotten very soft.
You can piggyback off at any point.
It's gotten very soft, so we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I mean the league's gotten softer. I think it's gotten softer, but I don't think the league's worse quality. I hate when old people say that it's worse. Couldn't you agree? Like, oh, it was so much better in the 80s. Like, no, you could just beat each other up. It was wrestling, but the people couldn't even shoot a 3, let alone do anything of like ball handling or anything. So let's just throw that out the window. But the officiating is kind of catered to, I would say, the superstar. I think we can all agree that. Like,
oh, yeah.
I mean, we can say LeBron gets the most calls, but let's be honest, LeBron drives to the hoop probably more than anyone minus Giannis at this point in his career, and you're going to get a lot of shots when you go to the line or when you drive the hoop. But I think the officiating is just kind of ticky-tack now. You can't put 2 hands on them. You can't do anything.
One thing that I've always thought about when I'm watching the NBA is nowadays you can dunk on someone and stare them down and you're getting a technical. Like, how soft is that?
Shaq threw his big old
I know you were
balls
talking
on
about
someone's
how
neck.
It's gotten better. Like, the NBA, yes, the skill has gotten better. You shouldn't be able to fight people, but the fact in the matter is they used to, like, yam on each other and, like, point at them and say, like, yeah, you're my son. Yeah. Now, if you even give them a little look, it's a tech. And I think that's soft.
But do you kind of deep down love it? Like, I love that the refs are awful because it makes it so much more fun to watch. So you can get mad and blame every loss on a ref.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Tyler's a huge LeBron fan. He's from Cleveland. That's kind of why. But from the land. But what about the Lakers Celtics when he was like actually throwing a hissy fit on the court because of a no call?
Yeah, if you could throw a temper tantrum, but it was warranted. End of the game, big game. One win for the Lakers right now is their entire season basically. They miss a foul, but
like we were talking about NBA officiating, but what do you guys think is a fair technical? Like, for me, I think if you're even talking trash and you push someone, I don't even think that should be a tech. Honestly.
It's all about the level of physicality.
Yeah.
I think any taunting shouldn't be a technical. Taunting's good for sports.
Depends on what's said, though.
If it gets way too physical, it's like a punch, maybe like a push with like a little bit too much, a tackle like Marcus Smart the other night.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's Trae Young.
Yeah.
Like, that's free.
Yeah,
like,
that shouldn't
free
be
right
tech.
away.
Trae Young
On
should be
site
thrown
with
out
Trae
even
Young.
though he got tackled.
His hair, it's just on site as soon as you see him.
Let's just talk
We can
about
talk about
Trae
Trae
Young for a second.
He is so bad.
Like,
I mean, he's really good, but he's so ugly.
This is what I'm here for. I like Trae Young.
He looks like
you like the villain, though. That's like your role.
He's a villain.
Guys, let me say what he looks like.
Madison Square Garden and took it over.
He looks
That was
like I
pretty cool.
dropped my dum-dum on the floor, and my dog was nearby. So the hair got on my dum-dum, and
Sure.
that's what his hair and head looks like.
But
Like
he can pull from like the logo with ease. He's a good player, but I just hate him. I don't know.
Speaking of villains, Dylan Brooks, I like him.
Oh.
And this is listen. This is
No.
what I'm gonna say.
Did you watch our last
This is what I'm
episode?
gonna say. This is my problem. Okay, everyone calls the NBA soft. Everyone complains that they don't beef anymore. And then the second some guy decides to be a villain, everyone hates on him.
Yeah.
I like Dylan Brooks. He makes the league competitive. He challenges the Warriors, Draymond, and he's a gremlin, and I respect it.
But can you be a villain if you're not good at the sport?
I'm not gonna say he's good, but I respect.
What about when
that they're
when he?
bringing back the beef into the?
What
NBA.
about hitting Donovan Mitchell in the nuts? Do you respect
and
that?
And then Donovan Mitchell sunned him. Threw him to
Yeah,
the
he
ground.
did. That was kind of cool.
But that's good. The NBA needs that.
Yeah, we always say that about the Celtics, and you say it too. Tyler's like sneaky becoming a Celtics fan. He loves Time Lord. That's his guy. He rocks with Rob Will.
I'm a Celtics fan now.
But we always talk about the lack of a gremlin on the
Absolutely.
team. Marcus Smart was a gremlin.
He was last night.
Last night a little. It was like a little bit, but we haven't seen that. And Jason Tatum, he wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah.
He is so annoying. Like, get mad at somebody. At least Jalen got mad when Draymond pulled his pants down in the
Guys,
finals.
I'm not for being a gremlin if you're not that good. Like,
But I think that
he doesn't know his role.
You need the role of a gremlin, someone who's not good that will
That's
go
a
for
valid-
Grant.
that will go for the Tatums. And Tatum, who's not going to do anything, that's like, I'll take a 3-game suspension in the NBA Finals and punch Draymond
Grant?
Green in the face, which Grant Williams. He should be one.
He should, but he thinks he is, right? And then he just really
yeah, but
bad.
he like. I don't even
Did you
like.
get another
Gremlin.
DNP
Just-
last
I don't
night?
even
Out
like
Gremlin.
Draymond Green, but he'll say like Dylan Brooks said like hop on your podcast, like trying to say like Draymond hasn't done anything. He's a 4-time NBA championship. You're on a team.
Wait, that was kind of valid though. What he said to Draymond.
He's a champion. It doesn't matter. Like Dylan Brooks is literally nothing to him. He's literally a fly on the wall.
Draymond Green on any other team, quite frankly, might not be touching a playoff series.
Yep.
He is so bad.
He's not good, but
But
took
he
his
just
role.
plays really well with
He played
Curry.
the villain, he played the gremlin, and it worked.
Yeah,
So you gotta respect that.
I love Gremlins going at Gremlins.
But I do agree that he's not. Yeah, him on any other team is not anything we know.
Yeah, we don't even
We don't know.
talk
I
about
just
him.
get fake.
It's like Jonas
I just get
Jerebko.
fake Gremlin vibes from Dylan Brooks. That's the only reason why. I don't know.
We already say he looks like a pit bull though.
He's
That's
a
in
pit bull, so
yeah.
maybe he is feisty.
He was nasty in Oregon.
Well, yeah, we kind of went very south on that, but the NBA officiating I think needs to change. I should be able to dunk on someone and literally put my butt on their face. But yeah, that was weird. But number 2, second topic. I wonder what Tyler's gonna have to say about this because he doesn't know much about the Kings. But Christian, are the Kings legit? He's what? Are they legit or not?
I'm pondering.
You're pondering. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna get
No.
your take.
They're not legit. They're good. Not legit. I don't really know if there's that much to talk about. Like, they're just fine.
Yeah, we talked about them a little bit last week, but ever since then, they're second in the West. Do you think they could like
No.
make the conference finals?
No.
You
I think
know?
they'll get dropped off by someone bad. I honestly think the Lakers would beat them. 7 game?
Absolutely, the Lakers are coming up.
80's putting
I don't know about
DeMontis
that.
Sabonis in his little grave.
Light the beam though.
Light
Nice
the
weather.
beam. Like, they're in Sacramento, man. That place sucks.
Yeah,
Must suck to live there.
It probably hasn't. It hasn't been fun for years for them. So I'm
Yeah, I
just
don't know.
happy
Like,
that.
how
they're
can you
good.
re-sign there or even sign there unless they give you the super max? Like Malik Monk, he got like such a big contract.
And the Pacers trade with Halliburton, I think they both won. The Kings, Sabonis has been filthy for them this year.
Yeah, I love Halliburton. He's kind of a king. Shoots like a weirdo though.
Yeah, he does. But
Let's just leave the Kings in the past. They're not
Kings-
touching
yeah,
anywhere.
but they're second in the West. You got to talk about them a little bit.
They'll get dropped off by the Warriors, by the Lakers.
I don't know.
Even like the Timberwolves drop them off, I
they're,
think.
they're quick. But okay, we'll just stop.
I think
talking.
I guard De'Aaron Fox.
I don't think you do.
Yeah.
No.
Lonzo Ball.
What about Malik
Wait, 10
Monk?
drives, do I get him once? No. He runs me over, dunks on me, screams.
quick guy too.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna talk about that, I'm beating Trey Young in a 1v1.
No, Lucas thinks he beat Trae Young.
No, I never said
It's
I'd beat
crazy.
him. I said I have a chance against him.
That's just
That's
stupid.
just pathetic.
He's your height,
11-0.
NBA range.
No,
out of his
okay.
boots.
Not a point.
I don't have a
Bet my
chance.
life
I don't
he
have a
didn't score
chance.
point.
Okay, I don't have a chance, but I'd put up 3 points on him.
No.
Yes, dude. He's my height, my weight.
He
All I have to do is a
guards
lucky three.
6'5"
He's not a
NBA
good
players.
defender at all.
Him as a bad defender is literally getting depoy
What
in
makes
whatever
him
league
good?
we
What makes
play
him
in
good?
every single
His
time.
handles and his jump shot. Yeah, I won't be able to guard him.
He's the best floater
but
I
I
might
will
have
be
ever
able to
seen.
chuck up a 3 and get it in, and I'll be able to score on him. I don't care.
Okay, here's the question: are you playing NBA 3, or are you playing like?
It
high
doesn't
school?
matter. I'm hitting a 3 on either one
Bro.
against him.
You're foolish.
What is he gonna come block me with his huge hands?
You're not hitting an
6'1"?
NBA 3. Like you might hit one NBA 3 right now.
Okay, now you're just talking
You
crazy.
get
I'm gonna hit
shot,
one
you
NBA
get one
3.
shot and you're scoring 11 straight. Your miss is.
But then I get
that's
game
it,
point.
It's over.
That's all I need.
2
I need
shots.
2 possessions. I'm putting up 1 3 that's going in.
He's quicker than you. You're not gonna get a move on him.
How do you know
He
that?
could do one move
How
and
do you
you're
know he's
behind
quicker
him.
than me?
He's in the league.
But I've never
No,
played him.
we can't-
I've
yeah,
never.
we
But I've
can't
never.
get this,
How do you know he's quicker than me? I've never lined up against him and played him. Never. So you don't know that.
He's in the league.
I'm not in the league because
You're
He
playing with
guards
us.
De'Aaron Fox, who's quicker than you, and he doesn't.
No, he probably gets bodied. Like
Obviously,
We
De'Aaron
can't
Fox
get
looks
this
6'5". He's way bigger than him.
I literally like.
He would beat you 11-0 every time. He would
Okay.
play 3. He
Okay,
could
The argument was
wasn't
never that I was gonna
stick
win.
chloroform
I was
in his
never
face.
gonna.
He's
I
beating
never
you
said I was
asleep.
gonna win. Never. But I do think I'd put up a few points.
I guess that will be the question. Let us know if you think Lucas could like
They're gonna say
remotely
no.
Score on Trey.
score on Trae Young.
Dude, in a game up to 11, you could just chuck.
Is there
a
anyone in
shot.
the league you actually think we could
No,
score on?
there's no
Tyler?
one in the league you could score on.
That is just cap.
What about-
Jesse, the YouTuber. I love you, Jesse.
He
But
scored on
he's
WNBA
mid,
players.
and he's scored
No,
on
that's like
Jared
free.
Jackson.
That's free buckets.
He scored on Jared Jackson. They played a 1v1. I don't know if he was trying, but still. And Jesse is very.
Think of the
Mid.
best basketball player you know, and he's not in the NBA, and you would struggle to score
Me?
on him. Anyone.
Dude, okay, well, but maybe that's just
I
my
do think
hatred
though,
against
like
Trae
this
Young,
is
or
this is. I might be
my-
taking Boban to the
too much
rack.
confidence.
One dribble drive. No, he's 7'5".
Okay,
Luke-
here's-
Luke Cornett.
Okay,
11-0.
on that topic.
Oh yeah, 7'1". The butterfly.
On
dude.
that topic, who's the slowest player in the league?
I think it's Luke Cornett.
You think you could drive by him and get a bucket?
No.
You don't.
No.
Running from half court.
No. He runs like
This is bad.
he runs so much faster than us
Yeah, that's
actually
probably
in
true.
real
No, that's
life.
probably true. Yeah, I could get behind.
And if we get past him, he's pinning us every
That's true,
time.
That's true. Okay. Topic number 3. So this past week, Kevin Durant was in warm-ups and hurt his ankle. I don't know how severe it is, but I heard he's going to be reevaluated. Can't speak in 3 weeks. You know what I was going to say. But
Yep.
say it for me, Christian.
Reevaluated.
Sorry, guys. I stumble over my words a lot. But in 3 weeks, so do you think the Suns can do or be anything without KD? He might be out for a longer period of time.
They don't need to be any. They just need to stay afloat, and they'll be fine.
What do you mean? He might be out longer than 3 weeks. He
Yeah,
might
they
be
just
out the
need to-
year.
I don't think they need.
They just need him in the
KD
playoffs. That's
necessarily.
it. And they might not even need him in the
he's out
first round.
He might be out the year. If he's out the year, can they be anything without him?
They went to
They've
the
been.
finals
They've.
2
I was about to say
years
they've
ago.
been something without him. I think they'll be fine.
Okay, guys.
I don't think they'll. I don't. They're not winning
They
a
went to the
championship.
finals,
They're not winning
and
a
then the next
championship.
year, they were completely a finals fluke. They're literally like Miami.
Yeah,
Well,
but
they just ran into Luca.
and Luka owns
Luka
Devin Booker.
owns Devin
Okay, they
Booker.
could run into Luca again this year.
Yeah.
Olivia, can I get a
think-
camera check?
I think Kevin Durant doesn't add as much value to that team as everyone thinks. Devin Booker's a
Well, he
pure
only played- he
scorer,
only played
and
3
so
games.
is Kevin Durant.
It's just ball dominant.
Ball
I mean, Chris Paul plays well with them.
No, I watched
he's
their
obviously
games. I
not
think
ball
He's
they're,
the best point guard.
they're
to play
actually
with them.
good with KD. Like KD has been very unselfish. I'll give it to him. I don't like KD, but he
But
has.
the thing is, like, he's being unselfish, but he should be the one being selfish, and Booker should be the one not being selfish
Yeah, but
because
Booker
he's
should
way
take
better
a
than
seat.
Booker. Booker sucks. Tatum's way better than him. Jace can literally eat it. I
Wait,
think Devin
Booker
Booker's
should
awful.
take his seat in the back seat.
Tatum
That's
versus
KD's
Booker
team.
should not be an argument.
If it's
Fine.
ever
No, that's
been
not
an argument,
We
it's
can all agree
stupid.
on that. Tatum is so much better than Booker, and I'm not even that big
He's
of a.
way
They're
better
not even
looking
on the
than
same
him,
tier.
right?
They're not on the same tier, guys.
And Devin Booker's way uglier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Devin Booker's.
Tatum's
ex-girlfriend
really
is dating-
handsome.
Who is it?
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Well, that says it all.
Bad
but
bone.
Yeah, I mean,
Shout out, Brandon.
I feel like the Suns are going to be fine, honestly, but with or without him. But I don't think
They're not
gonna
winning a
make
championship.
anything.
They would
With
win
KD,
it.
they
With
win it.
him,
That's what I'm
they
saying.
could win a
So
championship. They
can't
could.
argue anything if you don't make it and win. No.
Yeah. If you're like OKC, you sneak into the playoffs, you win a couple series, you're something now out of
Are
nowhere.
we something for making it to the championship last year?
Yeah, we finally got over the hump, Eastern Conference hump.
Yeah, it's true.
Now, if we don't get to the finals and win, we're a bust.
Yeah,
And it's
we're
looking
finals or bust.
south.
We're finals or bust for the next 4 years. Okay.
If we don't make the finals this year, something's changing. Browns.
I mean,
going
honestly, let's
off-season.
skip number 4. We'll go back to number 4, but we're talking about the Celtics, so I mean, oh my gosh, we thought it was bad.
Did it get worse?
Last week, all we were talking about is the Brooklyn game. We weren't talking about the Knicks game or the Cavs game.
Oh, it's gotten worse.
It's gotten way worse. Yeah, you watched the... No, you didn't watch the Cavs game. But
No, I watched the end of it.
we were up. I think we were up 20.
Oh, no, we didn't watch it. We were playing
Yeah, we
basketball.
were playing basketball.
Yeah. We're winning now. We won 2 in a row. That might mean something.
What about Grant at the free throw line? I want to hear your
Yeah.
guys'
Oh my
thoughts.
gosh.
Dude.
I don't want to go back to
That
this
is-
again. I
have
don't want to
go
talk
back
about
it
him.
'cause this has been...
I'm gonna hit
This
them
has
both.
happened in
That was
this
so
whole
accurate.
week.
I'm hitting both.
I'm gonna hit them both. And then he bricks both. Like,
go
that's
to
just
Stone,
sad.
though,
Like,
right?
how do you even, like, walk out of the arena with your head high after that? Like, I would put my head down and be like, all right.
No, I would have. I would
should
if I were
probably go
him.
find
I'm literally
a
going.
part-time job
If you
somewhere
can
else.
see me, I'm lifting my finger up, and I'm asking for a sub, and I'm putting a Gatorade towel over my head and sitting on the bench crying.
Yeah, he did.
He is so like that was embarrassing,
Let's
man.
not roast Grant again, bro. Let's just go to
I
the
don't
Celtics.
care. Like he needs to be roasted.
Grant Williams leaves games in his full uniform and goes to the Burger King drive-thru.
I love it.
And he eats in the parking lot in his
Mhm.
sweaty game-worn jersey.
Well, maybe
Mhm.
next
my
time he
take.
goes to the...
But he's still 11-0.
maybe next time he goes to the Burger King drive-thru, he should ask for a job or an application because I don't want him on my team.
What about a shout out Jake Jones for saying he better start learning Chinese.
Better,
in
'cause we'll ship him
China.
off. No, that's crazy. Like when I saw that video, well, I knew we were up by 20 in the Cavs game. We didn't have Tatum, but if you're up by 20, you should win the game in the third quarter. And then we blew it. We went into OT. We were about to not go into OT, or was it in OT when he did that?
No,
It was before. It was a fourth
Oh,
fourth
yeah.
quarter.
Tie game, no time left, and he had two shots.
No, the Cavs low-key played it really well, though. I have to give it to him. They just sent Mitchell in there to beef with him, and then he shanked the first one. And then they started subbing and moving everybody around. And in that moment, it was Grant. He had a better chance of throwing a watermelon into the ocean. He looked... Wait, a better chance of doing that? Obviously, he had a better chance of doing that. He has a better chance of finding a wife. I don't know. That might be worse. I don't know. All I'm going to say is, as soon as they started doing those subs and movements, I looked at that guy's face. Oh my gosh. There was no chance.
George Hill on his face.
There was
Yes.
It was worse.
There was J.R. Smith on his face.
It was JR getting a rebound and kicking it out.
Dude.
Not even kicking it, running.
Well, of course, the All-Star Donovan Mitchell's talking to him because Grant's like up there with the greats.
He is. We talk about George Hill. He got bailed out by J.R.
Yeah,
Smith
absolutely. He missed the biggest free throw of his life, and no one talks about it.
because J.R. Smith was on one.
But
I don't even know
Don't
what
you
was
think
going
it's a
on.
cause for concern with the way the Celtics have closed out games?
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, if the playoffs, the stakes are higher, and they have to do that every game. Doesn't matter. And
It's,
I think
it's
that's
the
where they
rotations
went
that we've hashed on it. It's the rotations that sketch me.
forward. We didn't have Tatum, but I mean, you should honestly. I know the Cavs are good, but without Tatum, we should.
You
still
can
win.
beat them, yeah.
And especially when you're up by 20. But enough with them. We're back on a 2-game winning streak. Just beat the Hawks.
Yeah, Blazers and Hawks.
Blazers and Hawks.
Impressive
Tough, I guess.
victories.
But I don't want to roast them anymore. Let's go to number 4. NBA redraft. Right now. Are we taking age into consideration?
Yeah, you have to.
We're taking age
Next
into
10 years, you're
consideration.
building a dynasty.
The
Is
next-
this for 10 years?
10
or
years.
for
Yeah,
1
next
year?
10 years,
10 years,
you're
so don't
building
even
a
think about
dynasty.
saying LeBron. Who are you taking number 1 to build your franchise around?
I'll have to think about
This
that.
might be a little...
How old's
thinking.
Giannis?
I think... this is the thing. I need notes. I think he's like 27.
Yeah, he's like in his upper 20s. Tatum's 25.
Yeah, Giannis is... I think he's 27. All right, I can start.
Yeah, go ahead.
I already said his name. I'm taking Giannis off to Tacumba. And I said it last week. He can make the players around him better. He's huge. He can run into you. That will never change. The fact that he can run into you and bully you and get a bucket, even when he gets old. He's done it before. He's carried a team to a championship.
Okay.
50
May I
burgers.
interrupt you?
Yeah, you may. I already said mine.
You were just babbling, and it's an incorrect answer, and I'm gonna explain why. I just think of like, it's obviously basketball is a team sport, so it's like everyone is important. When you really need your superstar is when there's a couple situations when the other team's going on a run and you need a bucket, or in crunch time when you need free throws, when you need like clutch jump shots. And I just don't know if Giannis he can't do the latter. It takes 20
He
seconds.
doesn't need to do that when he can run at you and get and one and dunk on your face.
I just don't know that there's not a lot of longevity with that type of play. Like those guys get out of the league quick.
Well,
I mean, I can't argue it. He's the best player in the league right now. I'm not, obviously.
Okay, well, you just roasted Giannis, but who are you taking? And if
Need I say it?
Tyler, are you ready?
It starts with a J.
I know you're capping.
Okay, actually, I wouldn't take him. I don't know who I would. Actually, I might take him. I don't know because I'm not taking Luka. I'm sorry. You're probably gonna pick Luka, aren't you?
No.
Okay, well.
You can go over.
Okay, I'll just finish. I'm not taking Luka over Tatum. There's no reason. Luka's one of the worst defenders in the league. Tatum can actually play defense. He's long, athletic, can score in every dimension. He's just and he doesn't do anything wrong. Like he does everything right. He plays the right way off the court. He's just I would build my team around that guy. And that's just if you cut me open right now, green would spill all over this table, but I don't care.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
that's
it's
where
valid. I don't know.
I come because I thought about this, and the LeBron fan in me wants to say LeBron, but it's 10 years, and I know that's unrealistic. But if I'm really thinking about it, weirdly, I agree. I'm probably going Tatum, just because he's an all-around player, and you can build around him.
Guys.
I don't see you putting Tatum on a team, and the floor of that team is so high. He's never going to be on a bad team. And then if you give him the right pieces, it'll be a great team.
Guys. You're taking Tatum over Giannis right now.
Giannis has a way higher ceiling. Giannis
No,
can do more
Giannis has a higher floor.
Dude.
So he is what that means is his base level, he's gonna do well no matter what. But the game is phasing out of him. He's not.
No, it's not.
No, but the game isn't built around what he does well.
It doesn't It doesn't matter what the game's built around. It matters.
Well, 10 years from now, it might.
Yeah.
He's the best record in the NBA.
10 years from now, though, is he going to be bigger, faster, and stronger?
Dude, they have to take Ben Simmons out of the game because he can't shoot free throws. That is a thing. We're gonna start hacking Giannis. What's his free throw percentage, anyways? Is he even that bad?
Yeah, he's bad. He's literally clamps too. He could.
He's fake depoy. He's one of those big. He's one of those fake depoys. I don't.
This is just one of the things where, yeah.
I'm blinded by the green. I know
said
it.
Last episode that I'm crazy, with some of the things that I said, but please, viewers out there, tell me I'm not acting crazy by saying I would take Giannis.
No, it's not. It's not crazy to say
it's
Giannis.
Super close.
And Luka would be really close too.
Luka,
I'll take Steph Curry and I'll get a few championships.
My actual thing with Luka is I genuinely am worried for his weight.
He's so unathletic.
If he was in shape, I would pick him unanimously. But he kind of scares me sometimes.
He has the Harden effect.
Yeah, he's a
bucket, but
Giannis is the only.
hooper.
I will say that Tatum's the only superstar that's still young. Ja's a superstar, but he's pointing guns, and then Luka's a superstar, but he's big.
Ja's gonna be.
What about Jokic? I feel like we're
be
disrespecting the big Joker.
He's young too, Jokic, but again, he's big. But when you think of
But
all
he
the
can
superstars
stretch
in the
it.
league, they're kind of getting old.
I don't want to watch him every night. I don't want to look at him.
That's true. I mean, sheer ugly.
So you want to deal with the flailing my arms, and
And Giannis doesn't flail.
he doesn't need to. He gets the call.
Obviously, we're at the line half the playoffs when we play him. He pisses me
You're
off.
gonna deal with the consistently inconsistent Jason Tatum. Have fun with that. In the finals when
Literal
he
bucket.
literally poops his pants.
Dude, he had Iggins of Wiggins
I'm not
on
even
him.
roasting that much. Okay, let's change to NFL, Tyler's specialty.
Yeah, here we go.
So this past week, Derek Carr got signed to.
Oh, our guy.
Derek
Carr,
Carr
baby.
got signed to the Saints, and I have here White Lamar which is Daniel Jones, got signed.
I'd rather kiss a
Pretty
fish
big-
than I would rather kiss.
Pretty
Here's a
big
question. Yo, I heard this.
contract.
I heard this question on 98.5, and I thought I was like, I should ask them. Would you rather be in the Giants' shoes or the Patriots' shoes?
Patriot shoes.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones is the biggest
they're
fraud.
locked into a guaranteed contract with that rat. He's
The
awful.
biggest fraud, and they're going to lose Saquon because of it.
Wait, what did they spend?
They're gonna they
140?
tagged
I've never seen
Saquon, right?
140?
140.
90
5 years?
guaranteed, I think.
Yeah.
5 years or 4 years?
Ridiculous.
I think it was 4.
That's insane. What it?
So like
I'm
that's
sorry,
what
what has he
like
done?
yeah, he threw
He
what
won
was
a
it?
playoff
He
game.
threw
He threw
he threw
Okay.
15 touchdowns.
How long was the contract? 4 years.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
4 years. I promise no more than one playoff win. No more. I'll go on record and do something really bad to myself if he gets any more than one playoff win.
Yeah.
He's so bad.
I don't even know if he will ever win one.
No, Saquon Barkley is the piece of that team, and they've tagged him and then gave it.
I don't know if I can
completely.
completely agree that he's the piece of that team.
I think
You
the
can't
tag
you
was
can't
valid.
build around running backs. Those guys are like you can go. I could go draft one in the 6th round. He's not better than Saquon, but you can get good production. You need a quarterback, and if you're banking on
Is
Daniel
Daniel Jones the
Jones.
guy though?
I think
No.
I think the Saquon tag was valid though.
Tyrod Taylor,
Yeah, you
Saquon's
had
been
to
like
do it at that
injury
point.
prone.
yeah, but he had
He's
a
been
great
good when
year
he's out
last
there,
year.
but he didn't play that much, so a tag is kind of valid. And Saquon still gets a bag, I think. From the
he'll be
tag.
fine. It's more just overpaying Daniel Jones.
But I mean,
Because no one's gonna come. You're never gonna get off. Actually, you might be able to get off the contract.
we all do agree
Jared
with the
Goff
Daniel
got off.
Jones take.
I mean, if
But
you
let's go to
disagree-
Yeah,
Derek
how
Carr
can you
going-
think he's good? Derek Carr.
Derek Carr went to the Saints.
Yeah, we
How do
can
you feel about that?
put another one.
Poor New Orleans. Poor New Orleans.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't think he's that bad.
I'm in the middle with him. Yeah,
Tyler.
he'll never be great.
Don't forget.
He'll never be great.
Don't forget his feet.
Guys, do they know what clinging monkeys are? The audience.
Oh, we did. I think we touched on clinging
did.
monkeys.
Clinging
But
monkeys is when your mind goes blank in sports and you're.
remember
feeling
it's like the
pressure
Grinch episode where they're like.
in your mind. That's what's in their head, and they just can't think, and they make really poor decisions. Derek Carr is like the staple of that.
He threw a clinging monkeys
Make some of the
pick
worst
in
plays you'll
the
ever
Pro
watch.
Bowl flag football game.
I mean, he's bad,
I've-
but
I just realized I haven't looked at the camera.
But it wasn't always his fault.
Okay,
That's
this is
where-
the one
that's
thing
where
I'll
I
say
do
about
say-
Derek Carr.
The Raiders weren't
I
very.
don't think he's that bad. Like
He's a bazooka.
he'll be fine with the Saints. They have
Yeah,
they have a
they'll
good
just be
receiving
mid.
core. But the one thing I'll say about him is last year, he played for the Raiders and he had like one of the best receivers in the league, and like he would snap the ball and look the other way, like
there's
5
multiple
plays in a row.
possessions he
I was like,
wouldn't
dude,
look.
throw it
Well,
up.
he
to number
would do that,
17.
but not. Let's not pretend like Devontae didn't get targeted more than any
He got
receiver I've ever
targeted,
seen.
But there was so
It
many
doesn't-
opportunities.
to win a game, I'm pretty sure they like chucked it up to someone else.
Henry Ruggs.
Really, man?
Come on, man.
That's that right? Too soon. Is he in? Like he's rotting,
He's
right?
got to be in prison. Got to be.
I swear I saw a video of him working out. Sad prison, I swear.
He's probably cooking guys in the prison league.
All right, enough with that.
MVP.
Well, White Lamar got signed, but Lamar hasn't got signed, which is kind of sad. But
Oh, that's collusion. The NFL's against him.
Absolutely.
oh
100%.
yeah, it's crazy. The fact
How
that
it has no team? Like I would pay
Yeah,
two
that's
two
ridiculous.
first picks, two first
wait,
round
you
picks.
guys
for
are
him.
agreeing with my Lamar take?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
For,
yeah.
for
I
now,
love
yeah,
Lamar.
absolutely.
I don't think he's ever gonna
no
win. He's
reason
never
he
gonna win a
shouldn't
Super Bowl. And me and you agreed on that take. But he's better than. He's a top 8 quarterback in the
be.
league.
Yeah, you're a
So
contender every year with him.
how can you pay Derek Carr or like who even is the Falcons
Wait,
quarterback?
if he gets the right weapons around him and he has a good defense, he could win a Super
No,
Bowl.
he
but that's
couldn't.
against it.
With the right weapons, he'll be really, really good. I don't know if
He was
in the
good with the wrong weapons. That's the thing.
February football though. I don't know.
Yeah,
if,
he-
I don't
well,
know
we
if
haven't
It
he
takes a
can
seen
real
do that.
brainiac to win that.
Okay, but the
I'm not
fact-
calling Lamar stupid.
Lamar's obviously asking for more than Daniel Jones did. I think he's asking for like 230 guaranteed. but
Yeah, I mean he's asking for like
He's basing it off.
JP
Watson.
Morgan.
he's basing it off the Watson trade, which he based on Watson.
the Watson trade should have never happened. I think Watson's good. It should have never been that much money.
Lamar.
Tier list. It all came about because Derek Carr was awful, and we said him and Sam Ellinger were the worst quarterbacks in the league, and we started putting them in tiers, right, Tyler? And now we have decided that we're going to go through and we're going to put them in tiers, and we're going to start in the AFC East. And we already said that Zach Wilson, barring any Aaron Rodgers trade, is the worst starting quarterback in the league. There's no ands or buts. He is god awful. I think I've seen him throw
He's-
10 picks to the Patriots in
He's
his
one of the worst
young
quarterbacks
career.
I've ever seen.
He's garbage.
His favorite receiver, Devin McCourty. just
Yeah,
retired.
Devin McCourty lurks him.
Yeah.
Shout out D-Mac.
Yeah.
retired, but
great career. But
great career.
The tiers are 32, which is Zach Wilson. That's just like your absolute worst quarterback in the league. The tier above is piss poor. I mean, you're just like hanging on by a thread to your job. You're mid, you can get the job done, but you can also be really awful at times, pretty inconsistent. You got elite, which is the Lamar Jacksons we were talking about, where you're going to be a contender, but you might not be able to win a Super Bowl. And then you got God tier, who is, I mean, you can compete for a Super Bowl any year that they're on your team.
Yeah. So we're going to start in the AFC East. Zach Wilson, all together now, 32. Lucas is down over there, so we're going to just like,
It's 32.
he's down. He's down really bad.
Now we get to the Patriots, which is Mac
Jones.
It's piss poor.
He's piss poor.
I think if we're basing it off last year, you got to say piss poor. But I do think if you surrounded him with the right tools,
He could go up.
He can get it done. He can be mid.
Maybe. With great receivers, could he touch the elite level?
Stop. No. Mac
I don't know
Jones
if I
isn't
can
touching the
say
elite
that,
level ever.
but you never know. You never know.
We said that about Brady.
Yeah,
like Brady looked just
He
like
could-
him.
He could be elite, but he couldn't be elite. His team would have to be elite. But with an elite team, he could get the job done. He's going to be average enough to just do his job, get in and get out, get to business.
Yeah.
All right, let's make this
So we'll say
quick.
piss poor.
so
Tua
next is Tua. I think Tua.
Piss poor.
I think Tua
Oh, he's mid.
is mid.
top mid. I think he can be elite. I don't.
His
think the Tua-
brain,
is mush.
I could put a straw in his ear and suck his brain out. It is mush.
He played pretty good at the beginning.
No, yeah. I mean,
I
but
think he can. He
With
can,
a good brain, he might be elite.
with a
but
good
with
brain
a bad
and
brain,
Tyreek
he's
Hill
mid.
and Jalen Waddle, he can contend.
yeah, they have Jalen
He's
Ramsey
nothing-
now on the
Yeah,
defense.
he's nothing insanely special, but he's right around the mid category.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, this should be interesting. Where people
Because you know
after
what?
The playoffs, a lot of
Yeah,
people changed
you know
their
what?
mind on him.
During the year when he was spanking us like back and forth every single game, it's just like they didn't punt. I'm like, this dude's elite. Absolute cannon too,
Yeah,
but does choke a little bit. He has like a weird. He's got clingy monkeys.
he does.
So right now, barring anything crazy, I'm gonna go elite. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is interesting. This is definitely upcoming, a huge year for him. He lost in the playoffs. It was ugly, bad weather, but still, you can't have that much hype going in and keep losing. So he's on thin ice. But throughout the whole year, I mean, before the playoffs, I thought Josh Allen was better than Patrick Mahomes.
He's
So
a god tier talent.
I'm putting him god tier talent, and he can definitely go down to elite if he doesn't win soon.
He can completely win a Super Bowl. He's god tier.
Yeah.
I think he can. He didn't, but I think he can.
He doesn't have concussions, but is like, at least that we didn't know of. But his
He
brain's
does have
mush.
questionable
His
decision
brain
making.
is mush. His eyes are glossed over.
So now we go to the AFC West. I mean, this is pretty.
I
easy.
think it's gonna be.
Mahomes. I'm a big Mahomes hater, but he's god tier.
You can hate him,
Yeah.
but he's still
He's gonna
the best
he's
quarterback.
gonna worry
in
you
the
about
league.
Super Bowl contention every year. Chargers sort of interesting, possibly.
Herb.
Justin Herbert.
He's elite because I can't say he's mid, but if there was a tier in between, like, you know
He's
what I mean?
elite.
Yeah, he's elite.
Yeah, he's elite. I agree though. He's
He-
both.
He
can
chokes
be-
too.
He's elite. That who knows with the right coaching, and
He's had
players
awful coaches.
that's my thing. He has had awful coaches. So with a good coach, he could get god tier.
And he's a unicorn. He's
also
huge.
He has a
could
sling too.
get mid. So he's kind of right in the elite category, and interchangeable.
He can dot up too.
We got Russ.
Raiders. Who do we?
We don't even know who to put in there.
Stidham.
Stiddy isn't even
Bottom
under.
32.
We'll just put. Nah, actually, we
No.
can't put Derek Carr.
We'll just say
Stidham's bottom
NA.
32.
Like they don't have a quarterback right now.
And now.
Wilson.
This is going to be an interesting one. Russell Wilson. I'll go. I think, obviously, last year, you're going piss poor. Like, he was so bad at football last year. But football is a system game, and I don't fully think I can sit here.
They have Sean
and
Payton
say
now. It's gonna
that- Yeah, I
change.
don't think I can sit here and say that I don't think anyone's worried about Russell Wilson being good, because they should be. I mean, he can definitely get on his regular self. He's elite.
it would be recency bias to say he's nothing but elite or even like top mid. You can go in those categories, but with Sean Payton, he is going to have a comeback season, 100%.
Yeah, he's mid.
This last year, though, piss poor. Awful.
Last year, bottom. No, not
He's
bottom.
mid, but he could be elite with Sean Payton. I agree.
Bengals, Joe Burrow.
He's elite.
He's in that division? Are we done with that? Oh, we're in the AFC North
we're
now.
done with that.
Joe
AFC
Burrow's
North.
elite.
Joe Burrow is elite with a chance of being God. I can't just say that. God tier.
Joe Burrow
Joe-
cannot be
no.
God tier. Even
Dude,
if
he
does win
hit
the
me.
Super Bowl.
Joe Burrow is God tier.
No, he's not.
He's on the same path as Mahomes, just with a loss first instead of a win. Sure, he needs to win soon, but tore his ACL, so scratch off his first year. Mahomes didn't have a rookie year. Just go into their second year. Both made the Super Bowl. No, actually, Mahomes lost the AFC Championship to Brady, and Burrow went to the Super Bowl. Then Burrow lost the Super Bowl, and then went back to the AFC Championship and was realistically a few bad calls and a few plays away from going to the Super Bowl again. So I put him God tier. I think every single year that Joe Burrow is the starting quarterback.
But
for
he's on like
Bengals,
the bottom half of it.
yeah, he's
Like
not
he's the
like
last
the X
God tier
factor
if you
like
say that.
He's not God
that,
tier.
but the way he is right now, they can win a Super Bowl.
He's not God tier.
Like, they
Even if he
definitely
does
can
win
the
it,
Super Bowl next
even
year.
if he does win a Super Bowl, he's not God tier. Want me to tell you why? Because he's throwing to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd.
Mac Jones.
A lot of
Mac
quarter-
Jones might be elite.
lot of-
It might be elite, but
A
that
lot of
receiving core's
quarterbacks
better.
with that receiving core could be elite.
We are
Well,
talking
that's
about-
that's what makes Mahomes that much more impressive, and like
That he's throwing to
he's
Juju,
so
the
annoying,
TikToker.
and we all wanted the Eagles to win, but like that dude was throwing to Marquez Valdez Scantling, Sky Moore, like these guys were Juju, who's a bot. Like these guys are bots.
The lack of
And Travis
receivers
Kelce.
was impressive. He did have Travis Kelce, but I also just I don't know, man. Some of those calls real questionable.
Moving on.
Real question.
I don't know if he's
What about
he's good.
Kenny? Two gloves.
I think Kenny Pickett's piss poor. I can't get myself to say Kenny Pickett's good, and I have any confidence of him going in and winning a football game. But it's the guys around him, but him himself to perform to win. No,
If
I
he's
can't
behind
get on
center
board
and
with that.
If he's behind
I'm
center
worried.
and I'm like a Pittsburgh fan, I should be like really worried
Yeah,
about
I'm
everybody
worried every
being-
play that he takes a snap.
And we
Yo.
did skip the Ravens.
Shout out Turk for being in the Berg. Kenny Pickett's mid, baby. He's mid.
Not mid.
he's
He's mid.
We skipped the
bleeding
Ravens,
yellow.
but you already like said Lamar's elite.
Yeah, we can all agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's elite.
God tier.
Mid loading.
Yeah, he's elite.
Mid loading. If
He's
he gets on a
elite.
good team,
He's
he's
elite.
God tier.
He hasn't got. I'll vouch for him. He hasn't had weapons, and he's performed.
He's
so
sort of like
give him
Marquise
weapons.
Brown.
Give him weapons, and we'll see what happens.
Has he got Deshaun?
Yeah, he's throwing it to
this,
Deshaun Jackson.
this is a good one. I cannot
This is hard.
stress this because this goes. I'm gonna. If you know me in football, I'm gonna bring Brady into every last thing I say. You switch Brady onto the Bucks, and his first few games with the Bucks were really, really rough to watch. You can't. Football is a system sport. You can't switch teams and take in the middle of the season and just expect to get plugged in and be good. So I take the first couple games of this year with him as just his preseason. Obviously he was mid, maybe piss poor. I'd say mid.
He was
how he
mid.
played this year.
He was
but
mid.
I think on a
We talking about?
Deshaun.
year in year out basis, and I think next year he'll be elite.
Yeah, he'll be elite. I agree.
I agree.
But he was mid.
Yeah,
In
this
like
year he did.
piss poor,
I would have taken.
teetering on piss
I
poor.
wanted
He had some
Jacoby
games where he
Brissett
was
to come
piss
in
poor.
for him.
Jags, Trevor Lawrence.
Guys,
He's elite.
he's elite.
I think Trevor
He's
Lawrence is
elite.
He's mid.
Now, I'm not going to go out and say
Trevor
he's
Lawrence
better
is
than Deshaun,
Trevor Lawrence is
like
mid.
some people I know.
He got.
He got what?
It was a comeback, sure, but
He got
mid.
lucky. I mean,
he's mid.
Whoever
It was the worst
who did
first
they
half of
beat?
the playoff game I've ever seen.
Who they beat?
Chargers.
Chargers.
Okay, the worst.
Horrible
They might be the
coaching.
worst coach
Horrible
team I've
coach
ever
team
seen.
I've ever seen, but he's mid. I just don't think he's that good.
Trevor Lawrence
It's
can
crazy.
swing it.
I don't think Trevor Lawrence is that good.
I think he's good. I think he's elite.
All right, we can.
I guess we can agree to disagree on that guy. The Titans.
Tannehill's
piss poor.
His poor mid because he doesn't have to do. He's not asked to do anything. If he was asked to do something,
He's always has to do hand off to Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he might not be employed if he's asked to do something.
He's
but
piss
he
poor though.
gets the job done for them, I guess. But yeah, piss poor mid. Only mid because
Piss
He had a
poor
couple
mid.
good seasons
to
in
win
there.
with him. They've won playoff games. But
Tannehill's piss poor and it's not even close. He might be bottom 32 if he keeps it
I'm
up.
trying to think who else is in that division. Who the Houston?
Colts. Who are we?
Who are we talking about?
I mean,
Wentz?
we-
Okay, but the
Allinger.
Texans and the Colts are going to have different quarterbacks this year.
I think
Yeah,
every Colts
so the
quarterback
last two
this
teams
year
are
was
Colts and
32. So.
Texans, and every Colts quarterback this year was awful.
Matt
and
was it Matt
Texans-
Ryan? God, I can't even remember.
Texans, Davis Mills, future.
Oh my
Tom
gosh.
Was it not Wentz? The Colts?
Wentz was in the Commanders.
Oh.
Wentz was the year before.
Oh, no, yeah. David Mills. Yeah, we can.
Every quarterback that touched grass on both of those teams was bottom 32.
Eagles, Jalen Hurts is elite.
Jalen Hurts
Is elite with I'm not even gonna. I think this is crazy.
Don't say it.
This is crazy, but like another season similar to that, we have to start considering him up top.
I'll go elite.
I'll go
I'll
elite.
go
I'm not
stamped-
going any higher than that.
Stamped as elite.
But we love him. I'm big at
Yeah,
Jalen
no,
Hurts
I
guy.
like him. I wish he won the Super Bowl. He should have.
Dak. Ooh,
Dak.
Dak's a good one.
Mid.
Mid. It's a good one, but it's mid.
Mid.
Cowboys fans would argue
like
it's
it.
elite, though.
Yeah, they'd argue it's elite, but the definition of mid is you can play good, you can get it done, which he's done. But
You
you
can pop
also,
for 5
You can
touchdowns
also
or throw
watch
4
him
picks.
and have wide eyes, thinking like this guy might have taken drugs before this game.
Yeah, he's awful.
He
Skip
could
Bayless
be awful.
roasted him, though.
I mean, we touched on Daniel Jones. I mean, I think he's
Actually, he's
smack dab
mid. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
smack
he's like
dab mid. It
he's
can't-
probably
he's
the
closer to piss poor
he's
than he
probably
is to
the-
being elite.
he's
I love
probably
that.
the epitome of mid. Him and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you
Hey.
think of
You spoiled our take. He is
everyone knows
mid.
Kurt is mid.
yeah, you think when I think of mid,
Regular season.
I
Kurt?
might think of Daniel Jones, and like I said, he's closer to being piss poor than he is to being elite. Commanders, Carson Wentz. I think. He's
I don't
piss
even think he's
poor.
on the team. I think
Kurt-
that Sam
guys,
Howell might be their new.
Did you forget like bottom 32 was a category?
No, 32 is just one. The rest are categories.
Really?
32
Well,
is just.
no, there's a few in there though.
We
Yeah,
really
yeah.
got to start putting
32 is
Carson
like-
Wentz in that discussion.
You shouldn't be employed, so yeah, Carson Wentz. Like he should.
Sam. What's his name?
Flip
Sam
burgers.
Howell, the guy that came in.
Yeah.
What about what's his name? Meagwit quarterback.
Oh,
Heineke.
Heineke?
Taylor.
You can't hate Heineke, man.
He's still 32.
Heineke's mid just because of his confidence. His play is piss poor.
When he dove for the pylon against Brady.
Niners. Are we going
we
Jimmy?
No, Jimmy G's not going to be on that team. It's gonna
Who's gonna
it's
be
gonna
the-
be
who's gonna be
Brock.
Lance?
It's
Okay,
Brock or
mine was
Lance.
Brock Purdy, and I think
He's
Don't you dare.
you
He's
can't.
mid.
He got keys.
He's
yeah.
literally driving a
He-
Lamborghini
yeah,
as a
yeah,
16-year-old
He
kid.
got keys to a Lamborghini, but
I mean, he played mid.
he played good.
No, he played elite.
He played elite. With
yeah,
keys to a
mid.
Lamborghini.
He is mid.
But he's probably.
you put him on the
he's probably
Patriots,
closer.
and
He's
Trey-
not
worse than
top
Mac
two.
Jones.
Yeah,
And
he's
Trey
not
Lance
top
next
two.
year
You
will
can't even
probably
put his
be
name
mid,
there.
too.
He's like.
Wait, we can't put him on elite? No way.
He's like.
No.
Purdy?
He played.
Brock isn't going to touch grass this year.
Right, he played on an elite level,
But
but
he's mid.
he's mid. He's just any.
Guys, I can't put him
You
up.
can
He's
put-
in piss
you're
poor.
right, you're right. You can put bottom 32 guys on the 49ers, and they might play elite. So you're right, I guess. But
What do we
we're
think?
basing it off how he played.
Okay, how he played mid.
What do we think
He
Lance
played
will be?
elite.
Lance is going to be the biggest bust of our generation. But I like him.
I think Lance could be good.
Yeah, he is the body.
Dude,
He is
I
the
could
body.
throw in San Francisco. I think.
Yeah.
The Seahawks, Gino, dude, don't even start and tell me he's elite.
Gino's not elite. He's mid, but he
He's mid,
had a really good year.
He's
He just got a
He's
contract.
mid, based off his year, closer to elite than piss poor.
Yeah. He delivered.
He's like a little bit above me.
I like a good comeback story.
Yeah. Rams.
No.
Are we going-
Stafford.
Stafford was just hurt.
Guys, Stafford's elite.
Don't, no.
Stafford's elite. Absolutely.
Dude, I'm pretty sure.
Super
I
Bowl
heard,
Dude.
champion.
I'm pretty sure I
was
heard you
hurt.
just like shame his name the whole season.
I don't.
Stafford.
Yeah, he's sold.
Well, he was hurt.
He needs to play good because he was hurt, and he lost me a few bets. But
Well, the Rams are on the
Stafford's elite.
downfall. We can
He's
say
not
that.
elite.
Stafford's elite.
Healthy young Stafford, maybe.
He
His elbow is literally
Talking about
his
Super Bowl
elbow
champion.
is literally a noodle now.
Well, the Rams are on the decline very fast. They just traded Jalen Ramsey. I mean, Darnold wants out, right? Bobby
Surely.
Wagner, I'm pretty sure
He's
getting
gone.
traded.
That
It's just not
Ramsey
looking good
trade
for
was
them
one of
anymore.
the worst trades.
What, they got a third for him?
Yeah, it was a third
and
rounder.
backup tight end.
For Ramsey.
Hey, who's the tight end? Gasicki?
Something long.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
not
they're
even a
I
starter.
think they're starting to think Ramsey's getting like old and washed.
Cards, Kyler.
Ooh, mid.
Mid. I don't like him because they compare him.
He's
to
so bad.
Yeah.
my guy.
Kirk.
Mid.
Mid.
Definition.
Kirk's definition mid. We
Goff,
don't have to say much
mid.
more.
Goff,
piss
mid.
poor.
No.
Goff mid. He had a
He's
great
mid.
year.
He's
Great
mid.
year.
He's mid. Because he went to a Super Bowl and he can get it done, but he can also be
He had a good
bad.
year.
So yeah, Goff's smack that mid. Rodgers.
Elite.
No.
Rodgers is elite. Like,
Wait, maybe.
what's Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know, dude.
Last year he had
played.
really bad weapons, but we're all
Wait,
talking.
what's his name? The kid that.
Christian Watson.
Watson.
Yeah, he was okay.
You
But
guys forgot he went on his darkness retreat, so he's
Yeah,
probably coming
no.
out.
okay, his personality.
Personality
is 32.
Is 32.
His personality is
He's probably
But
the
yeah,
worst quarterback
he's
to have,
elite. He's elite on a good day.
but I
It's
think-
Rodgers. You can't
guys,
call him.
I think
mid.
Rodgers. I
Don't
hate
say God
Rodgers.
tier.
He's God tier, guys.
Are you kidding me?
He's God tier after the darkness
Are you
retreat.
kidding me?
He's not God tier before it.
Check back in maybe at the end after this year. He's so bad.
Aaron Rodgers